Okay, so let's get this straight. We're safe to assume that there was more to this murder than just hanging, correct?
Absolutely. There's no way Kai was murdered by hanging himself.
Then let's put the pieces together. What would have caused Kai to die if it wasn't by hanging?
Well, there was a pool of blood by the stage. Is there anything that could possibly lead to?
Well, if we use logical thinking, maybe there was something else that occurred before Kai's murder.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, if there's random blood clot that's on the stage that isn't in contact with Kai's body, then maybe there's some kind of attack or something?
Huh. That would make sense, but who would have been attacked before Kai's murder?
Well, maybe there wasn't an attack at all. Talking about a lame fight isn't gonna get us anywhere towards the killer's identity.
Hold on. Hey, wait a minute. We said it was an attack. Who said anything about it being a fight?
Who said anything about a fight? Yeah, you're right, my mistake.
Hold on there, Akio. We're not leaving that out of the case.
I think it's the right decision to find out where everyone was last night.
I agree. Let's see what lies get exposed next.
On that note, let's review where everyone was last night. Maybe that'll give us some clue behind Kai's murder.
I say we blame Akio. He's most likely suspect, especially after that argument you and Kai had. You would definitely try going after him.
All of you are morons. I couldn't be the killer. I was in the dining hall the entire time.
No, that's incorrect.
What do you mean that's incorrect? Where's your proof?
If you remember the blood splatters located at the crime scene surrounding Kai, maybe that will give you your answer?
That's right. There was a huge blood clot beside Kai. It was near the edge of the stage.
That's right, and Kai's glasses were in that pool of blood. There's no way the killer would just break his glasses like that and leave them purposely in that blood pool. Unless it was in some way an attack that occurred before?
And maybe that pool of blood came from a hit in that attack.
Let's go over more evidence. Maybe then we can prove our theory about a previous attack.
So, if someone were to attack Kai before he was murdered, how would we even start to suspect that conclusion?
I have to agree with Reito. What evidence do we have that would lead us to a fight happening?
Maybe there was some clue that we missed?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure the broken glass and blood splatters are our only evidence.
No, that's incorrect.
Sorry, but what other evidence do we have than those two?
If you remember, when we looked at Kai's face, didn't you see that wound under his hair?
Oh, I do remember seeing that, but what does it mean?
It means that someone 100% attacked Kai before he was murdered.
And now with that part of the puzzle complete, we can move on to our next topic. Who fought Kai before the incident?
Well, how the hell are we supposed to figure that out?
Hakiree's, right? There's nothing we know that would help us figure that out.
I say otherwise.
Huh?
Well, in order to go on that topic, we need to know each other. We need to know who's most likely to do something like that.
How is this supposed to help us, Mr. Arts and Crafts?
I see what he means. He's saying we need to think logically. We need to go off what we know about each other and go from there.
Then, let's do this. With that ongoing statement, which one of us would attack Kai?
Well, it must have been some kind of weapon, right? That wound seems a little severe for just a normal punch.
I doubt it was a weapon, but it was definitely some kind of attack.
That is bullcrap. How would a normal attack do that much damage?
Well, if someone did attack him, maybe they were mad at him?
So you're saying someone just got pissed off at him and decided to attack him like that,
Just keep your useless mouth shut, Evanjiho.
That's correct.
I'm right?
Yes, that's exactly how it went. Someone was originally upset with Kai, which made it easy for them to attack them.
That someone would be you, Akio, isn't it?
What?
Akio, you and Kai had an argument earlier, and we could easily all tell how irritated you were with him. It would be easy for you to just attack him out of fury.
Wait, recheck your evidence. Yes, Akio would attack Kai out of anger, but I don't think that's the case. I think Akio was told to attack him.
What kind of evidence would lead to that, Sora?
Tell him, Kiro. What do we know that proves he could have easily have been convinced to attack Kai?
Hatred.
What?
Akio has a strong amount of hatred towards Kai, and if this person knew about that, they'd easily be able to convince Akio to attack him without hesitation.
And that's exactly how it played out, didn't it, Akio?
And now you've gone silent, so they're right, aren't they?
Alright, fine. I was told to attack Kai by the killer. There, are you happy?
Wait, the killer told you to?
Does that mean Akio knows who the killer is?
So you do know who it is.
I'm gonna tell you. They promised me freedom if I helped them kill him. So why should I even tell you who did it?
Maybe because it'll help us find the damn killer.
Akio, you don't have to tell us who the killer is, but can you at least tell us what the killer's plan was? Even a little information will do us good.
Fine, but I'm not helping you out on this case. And that's what they told me. I had no idea that they were gonna kill Kai. Honest.
But why didn't the killer tell you they were gonna kill Kai? I mean, if you hate him and all, wouldn't you want to help kill him?
What kind of claim are you on about? Just because I hate him doesn't mean I don't care about him.
Then why the hell did you agree to attack him?
Because he was selfish. He was greedy for freedom.
Let's just move on to our last topic now.
Yeah, you're right. Now that we know who the murderer's accomplice was, we can move on to our biggest mystery.
The identity of the killer who murdered Kai.
Let's do this.
So, was there anything that happened before Kai was murdered, other than the fight?
I went around and talked to everyone about anything they may have seen.
Earlier today, I was with Kai. He was helping me fix the other stage lights.
Well, how can we be so sure that's true? You could just be bluffing to save your own skin.
Now, why would I do that when our lives are at stake?
Well, what proof do we have that that's true? It's not like anyone saw you.
No, that's incorrect. May, Remember when you told me you saw Sora, Kai, and Reito working on the stage lights at 7 p.m?
Oh, yeah, of course I do. I remember seeing it with my own eyes. They were all working on the stage lights. They each worked on a separate one.
Is there anything that you saw that seemed unusual to you?
Well, I did notice once the three of them left, there was still one broken stage light they forgot to fix.
Forgot to fix? That's strange. I swear we fixed all of them.
That's what I thought.
Wait! I just remembered something.
Well then, spit it out.
Did anyone else notice? The stage light that Kai is hung from was broken.
Wait, so you're saying the killer used a broken stage light we forgot to hang up?
Ugh. Now I'm even more confused than I was.
Actually, there was also blood on that stage light.
You're right. There was blood on it.
Yes, but how did blood get on the stage light?
Unless it was a murder weapon.
What? You're saying the killer used the broken stage light to kill Kai?
That would make sense, because I feel like hanging wouldn't have that much gore to it.
If it really is the murder weapon, how did the killer use it to murder Kai? I didn't see anything on him that looked like a wound, other than the one Akio caused.
Let's look through our evidence. Maybe then we can find out how it was used.
So, what do we have that can prove the stage light was the murder weapon?
For now, all we know is that there was blood on it. That could be one clue.
But what other evidence do we have? We only saw one wound on Kai's head, so how would the stage light be the murder weapon?
No, that's incorrect.
I see.
Well, there's one more truth bullet to use. So what does everyone else think?
Well, now that we know there was more than one wound on Kai's head, what about that rope?
Huh? What about it?
The rope that Kai was hung with. Sure, it's attached to the stage light, but why would it be attached to that stage light specifically?
The rope was probably just easier to use on the broken stage light.
No, that's incorrect. If you think about it, wouldn't it make more sense if the rope was not only used to hang Kai's body, but to tie the stage light back into place?
Are you saying they tied the light back with the other stage lights so it didn't look like someone took it originally?
That's exactly it. The killer knew once they took and used the broken stage light, they would have to put it back on there so it wouldn't be known as a murder weapon.
Interesting. So, the killer tied the light back into position and then hung Kai's body, attempting to make it look like he died of hanging.
That seems about right.
And even when we know that now, we still have no clues on where the killer is.
If only we had someone who saw something else. Maybe if we had one more piece of evidence, we could solve this.
Now that you mention it, I think I found an important factor.
Really? Please do tell us.
Maybe sometime around 7:30, I noticed Reito taking a stage light from the gymnasium. I didn't know what he was doing, but now in this case, perhaps it was a broken stage light?
7 o'clock was when me, Kai, and Reito were fixing the stage lights. And if Tochii's findings are accurate, then that means you didn't fix that light on purpose.
Wait, I wouldn't do that.
Then, why in the world did you take a stage light out of the gym?
I was just taking the light back to my room to fix it by myself. The light was too difficult to repair in the gymnasium.
Oh, really? It seemed like you could repair the other lights just fine.
It seems we've hit a nerve, Reito. There's no excuse getting you out of this now.
No, I didn't do it.
Really? Then let's ask Akio.
Akio, is Reito the true identity of Kai's murderer?
And that's our answer.
Wait, I didn't do anything.
I think it's time we put this story together, once and for all. The killer asked Akio to help them, leading him to their room around 6:23 PM. There, he was able to persuade Akio to knock Kai unconscious by offering freedom to Akio. And it wasn't difficult to convince him. Since he hated Kai, it wasn't a challenging task to get him involved. Then, sometime around 8 PM, Akio took Kai to the gymnasium and attacked him. Akio hit Kai to the stage, breaking his glasses and giving him a bloody wound to the face, but his hair was able to cover it. After Kai blacked out, Akio left him there so the killer could do their part of the deal. Then, an hour later at 9 PM, Kai finally regained his consciousness. As he woke up, he spotted someone walking by the gymnasium, that someone being the killer. When Kai saw them, he ran up to them and begged them to help him get to the infirmary. The killer agreed to help him get there, as this was simply part of the killer's plan. The killer helped Kai find the infirmary, but little did Kai know that this was when the killer would make their move. While Kai was distracted, the killer took the broken stage light and threw it at the back of Kai's head, the blow to the head being the real cause of Kai's death. Then, the killer used the rope, planning to hang Kai over the stage. But the killer knew that if they just left the broken stage light there, we would find out that was the murder weapon. So, the killer took the stage light and tied it back into place so we wouldn't figure out it was the weapon. After tying the stage light back into position, the killer hung Kai's body from the stage light, attempting to lead us to believe it was the hanging that killed Kai. And in the end, the killer left Kai's body there, awaiting for us to find his lifeless corpse. And that's how the death of Kai Miura came to light. With all our evidence, there's only one person who could have murdered Kai, and that one person was you, Reito Sasaki. You are the true identity of Kai's murderer. Am I right?
Don't even try to clear your name. You're the killer and you know it.
And now you've gone silent. God, what a pushover.
Fine. You win. I did kill him.
You monster!
Damn! You even got Aiko to help you kill him? What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry, Akio.
Why? Why would you do this?
Because I have to see my sister again. No matter what it cost.
Your sister?
My sister's in the hospital. I can't just let her die alone, so I just had to get out of here.
Boo-hoo, you killed someone, you got caught, and now it's time for your extra special, one-of-a-kind punishment.
Punishment?
But you know what? I'm not even gonna fight.
Well, if you're not gonna fight, then let's get the show on the road. It's punishment time!